Hello, it's me, Troubadour, and welcome back to the Puppy Pack. Today I'm going for a fun build that was actually inspired by my dad. So my dad, Troubadad as you all love to call him, he recently bought the Puppy Pack. It's his first time getting expansion pack. Well, actually, hold up. What he actually did is, after, he played the Turtle Pack for a while and decided he wanted to buy another pack. And you know what he decided he wanted to get? He got the Unicorn Pack. And then when I found out about that later, I was like, oh no, not the Unicorn Pack. Like, Unicorn Pack is fun, but it is so confusing if you're new to the game and just, there's so many things that you're just like, why is this happening? I don't know what's going on. It's not the easiest to pick up and play. So I told him, hey, why don't you try Puppy Pack? It's my second favorite pack, behind Golden Pack. It's a lot easier to transition to coming from the Turtle Pack, with a lot of emphasis on scaling and stuff like that. It's not as difficult of a learning curve as some other packs, which I can say from my experience, my first pack I bought was the Golden Pack, and that took a little bit to get used to. And then 3, I told him it's only $5. Like, even though it's got the same amount of content as the other packs in the game, it's only $5, which is like crazy. So I guess Unicorn Pack has more content, whatever. So anyway, my dad got the Puppy Pack, and he was like, yo, you know how he did those videos like on the Turtle Pack? We're trying to like show some cool stuff. Why don't you do that for Puppy Pack since I've got that now? And I was like, all right, bet. So I'm doing a video on the Puppy Pack now. But yeah, here in the early game, I'm just buying some generally strong units. Now, Puppy Pack, for those that don't know, there's a few main archetypes. There's an archetype centered around toys, which give an effect to your team for a couple turns before they break, or that when they break in 2 turns, they'll give something to your team like stats or like a food perk or something. I don't know, stuff like that. There's lots of pets that can synergize with that and have effects based on if you have got a toy active, if a toy breaks, all that kind of stuff. There's another archetype that's all about food perks, which is like ones that you hold on your pet, not ones that are just like a stat food. So things like, I don't know, the sushi here, or think like melons, things like that you put on your pet. There's pets all about doing cool stuff with that. And there's another archetype that's all around buying and selling pets to give stats to your team and stuff like that. Think of things like you've got the owl can spawn a mouse if you've got an empty space, and then you can sell that and trigger your buffalo, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of cool little archetypes, and you can mix and match, which is kind of what I start off doing here. I'm not really going for really an archetype at first. I'm just picking generally good units in the meantime until I can find what I'm really looking for, which is the Doberman here. Now, the build I'm trying to go for today is I'm going to be getting a whole lot of Coco-NUTS. For those that don't know, the Coco-Nut, it's an amazing food perk that makes it so that the first time you take damage, you take 0 damage. And then it goes away. And golly, that's amazing. It's the reason you don't see it very often is because it's really limited. You can only get it from usually some pet abilities can get it, like the gorilla when it's hurt, or the Doberman when it's the lowest tiered friend, things like that. Or you can get it from temporarily from a Velociraptor or a mongoose toy, things like that. But we can guarantee that we get it every turn with our Doberman here if we make sure it is the lowest tiered pet on our team. So yeah, Doberman, whenever it is the lowest tiered pet on your team, it gives itself +4 attack and a Coco-Nut, which is awesome. Now here we did make a little bit of blunder. We've got the Gharial on the team, so it doesn't get to activate, but I don't really care much about that as I care about activating the toy. I get the toy there from the Gharial. Golly, I'm halfway through this run and I've barely explained Puppy Pack. Just we'll say maybe some more educational stuff for later. Basically, the Mosasaurus here, that blue guy between the Doberman and the octopus, it'll give stats every time a toy breaks. That's why I bought the Gharial, just to have a toy that can break. But in the meantime, I'm looking for a bunch of tier 6 pets, really, which is why I'm okay losing a lot of hearts right now. But now we are on turn 11. I get access to a bunch of tier 6 friends, and one of them here is the Mongoose. The Mongoose has got 3 different toys that you can buy. One of them gives stats to the whole team, the TV there, whenever it breaks after 2 turns. And then it's got one that gives Peanut to the frontmost friend, and then one that gives Coconut to the frontmost friend. And we're going to be using that Coconut one here a little bit later. Now, because of the lobster, we don't activate our Coconut again. So a little bit more of a misplay. You know what? This was intended to be a tutorial on Puppy Pack, and now it's kind of turned into, you know what, I'm just gonna play Puppy Pack. Like, I'm not doing a great job of showing how to play Puppy Pack or explaining how to do it. Anyway, interesting for a toy build, we're not using the flying squirrel. The flying squirrel's a pet that can resummon a toy whenever it breaks after 2 turns. You can resummon a higher level toy if it's at higher levels, but it's pretty much essential in all kind of toy builds because they usually predicate on either a toy breaking every 2 turns or just by having a toy active, and Flying Squirrel can help you with both those things. But instead, we're doing a different route, which is basically just getting lucky and finding the toy pet we want in the shop every time, which is the mongoose here. We're fighting someone playing a bunch of eagles, which is crazy. We've actually got some really nice stats now that the TV broke. So the puma there, it makes a friendly toy repeat its ability as a level 1 or as a level 2 or level 3 if it's at a higher tier. So what that means is that whenever the TV broke, it gave +2/+2 to the entire team. And then the level 1 Puma meant that it did +1/+2 or +2/+2 to the entire team again, which is amazing. Getting +4/+4, not bad at all. And now we've got a level 2, we get a level 2 TV break, and then the Puma repeats it as a level 2 as well, so we get +8/+8 to the entire team. Now our stats are looking amazing, so you know what? We're gonna skimp on the scaling, not gonna buy the TV. Instead, we're going to buy a coconut tree that gives coconut to the frontmost friend, but because of the Puma doubling it, it gives it to more than one friend. Actually, I should say level 2 coconut gives to the front 2 most friends, and level 2 Puma makes it repeat its ability, so it does the 2 friends behind that. And we made a middle of a misplay. We gave the Doberman a coconut from the coconut tree, and then it gave itself a coconut, so you know, it wasn't really like the most optimal thing, but this round here, this is when we get to use all the coconuts. Probably we're on the last turn, and I feel like I barely got to talk about Puppy Pack. Maybe I'll do some more Puppy Pack in the future, I'll make up for it. But check this out. Thanks to the Puma and the Doberman ability and the coconut tree, we have coconuts on our entire team. On turn 16, we have full coconuts. Like, what do you even do? You can't even hit us. That opponent there had a stinky sock, which think of it like a skunk. It just reduced the HP of like it plus the Puma reduced the HP of my 3 highest health units. But it didn't matter because I had coconuts, so they couldn't do damage to me. So anyway, this team was just absolutely amazing. Loved playing this one. Hope I can do some more Puppy Pack in the future, because you know what? That was a fun build. Not a great explanation of Puppy Pack, but you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.